think about King Blood and Tone every day. I know this guy.
Hey, Poppin' Nation. It's your brother Hamid G. Lifestyle. We out here Friday Night Live. Like promised, every Friday I'm gonna be taking phone calls from the nation. So hit me up. You know, I'm gonna write the digits down. You got something to say, a testimony you want to share? By all means, call in and let us know all about it, bro. I'm Mo.
I'm just trying to see what we used to be. Almighty Latin kings moving extra deep. Watch the boys when they sleep. Watch the rivals creep. Keep your 5 senses sharp and they'll never sleep. They think by keeping them down, we'll go lift the crown. They got another thing coming around. Almighty Latin kings in the place to be. Don't be surprised if we running it down. If you love King Blood, throw your crowns up. If you love Lord Jesus, throw your crowns up. You want the kings to see, you're in the belly of the beast. I'm on that way, I know your crowns up, crowns up, crowns up. Dear Blood, I'm still repping the cause. I'm going on my 9th year surviving the wars. A lot of lines is lost and not following laws. But the bloodline gangsters won't find the source. Put that shit to a pause, make the nation applaud. Come together as one beautiful brown force. It's like the line is set, and I'ma play the vet. It all starts with respect, then comes with rest. Sometimes I feel the stress, but then I think of you. No phones, no letters, it's unusual. They made you seem like a monster. No snitch mobster. Only went down because we let it some imposters. Learn from your process, always make progress. Take it up with Congress. My mission I'll accomplish. If not, they better bomb this. I'm only speaking honest. My own for the promise. And the death I'm gonna honor. By keeping them down, we're gonna lift the crown. They got another thing coming around. Almighty Latin kings in the place to be. Don't be surprised if we running it down. If you love King Blood, throw your crowns up. If you love Lord Jesus, throw your crowns up. You want the kings to see, burn the belly of the beast. I'm on that way and throw your crowns up, crowns up, America smokes, black and gold,
Yeah.
bloodline. 326, straight up. Let loose the minds, let loose the minds, let loose the minds, let loose the minds. Yeah, this one goes out, first and foremost, to our godfather, Luis Felipe, also known as King Blood, King Tone, coming home soon. Rest in peace, Ill Will, Killer Vic, King Bennett, keep fighting. It's nothing. Monterrey, 114, right up or left. Let's go.
All right. So I'm waiting on a manito right now. He should be calling in. Pretty much any minute right now. Said he was gonna hit me up here in a sec. So, all right, here we go. Hey, yo, who this? Hey, ADR, Canal, what's good?
Nah, nothing. I'm on the road to redemption, bro.
Right on, brother. Yeah, we right here, Canal. Tell everybody who you are and where you're from, manito.
I'm an Almighty Latin king, and I'm from Aurora, Illinois, but I live in Texas, and you know, that's my little brother right there.
Right.
Like, tell him what I'm from.
Hey, brother, tell them how you know me, where we met.
I remember I met you first when we were going to transfer in the federal airplane thing. I seen you in line there, and it was like, I said, Dad, I know you're the king. Because you look like a little lion club and shit. And then we ended up together in Forest City.
Yeah. And a lot of brothers actually know about that because they've called in, manito. Like, you remember that brother Jetas and P from Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've also seen the video, you know, and they reached out and they called in, you know. So.
And a lot of them will open their eyes and they can walk the walk on the road of redemption. That way they can figure out their problems and shit and they can live a good life.
Right on, manito. So where you at right now?
I'm in McAllen, Texas.
Right on, brother. So we're down south in the way. My stomping grounds.
But then remember when we got to the compound, how we ate like kings and everything. It was King's Day. It was a beautiful thing, wasn't it, brother?
Yes, it was, manito. It was a beautiful day. Me and this brother actually landed on Forest City in the Medium joint on National King's Day, January the 6th, you know. So we touched down right there, and they had just finished having the fast, you know, and we got lucky. We got there and we ate like kings, you know, and me and this brother, you know, we did our whole bid together pretty much. Yeah.
There for a city. Yeah, I've done a lot of time in the system, and I've been around a lot of brothers, man. But you know, sometimes you don't see eye to eye because we're from different cities and we got different mind frames and shit. So it kind of tends to poison the circle, you know. And usually there's like one or two rotten bad apples, and then when you got one and two, then you find another brother following one and two, and then you got a fucked up compound, really. Because everybody's on each other's throats and shit. We don't even have enemies, but we got enemies into ourselves, man. That shit's crazy, man. And we're supposed to be all together and shit. I'm supposed to die for you to shake your hand every time I see you in the compound, and then let alone, man. You know, it's like, is your mind straight or not? Because the mind frame of the manifesto, it doesn't have nothing negative in it. And it's like people don't obey it the way it's supposed to be obeyed. They don't take it for granted, the words that are there. Have you ever noticed that, brother?
Absolutely, manito. Like, you know, times have changed. A lot of brothers, you know, they called in and they expressed the same thing. Like, you know what I mean? In some areas, they said, you know, like the brothers ain't the brothers no more, you know?
Yeah, I lived through the system, man. Since 1994, I started hitting the federal system. And it was like this, my first compound. I was the youngest one, man. And it was like, I kind of tripped out because they gave me a chair for the compound. And it was like everybody else was knuckleheads, man. That's why nobody wanted that spot. But we had a lot of issues with a lot of people, but once we stuck together, because usually it's around 5 brothers if you get lucky. You'll be around. And usually all the other gangs, they got like 30 or 40, sometimes 300s and shit. But if you're intelligent, there's no way you lose any battle. You know what I mean? Because it's like this. If you're protected by God, then you shouldn't be scared of shit.
Amor to that, yeah. Amen. Yeah, we're good, manito. Amor to that. And I feel the same way, manito. If you're walking in righteousness, you know, God's going to protect you. If you're staying in tune, you know, I believe that the righteous are as bold as a lion, you know, and when you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. So that's why I'm out here, you know what I'm saying, for you, for all the manitos. I jump out here, you know, and I actually got a comment right now from one of the righteous brothers. Is this brother Arabic Muslim? No, he's not Muslim, he's Christian. Yeah, that brother was asking if you were Muslim. I was like, no.
I'm a child of God, King. I don't label myself like Christian or Catholic or nothing.
Hey, amor to that, carnal. Amor to that. That's pretty much how I label myself, you know what I mean? I like to say I'm a soldier of God. You know, I'm a warrior for the Almighty, you know what I mean? And yeah, you're right. I really don't like to label myself a Christian or, you know what I'm saying, a Muslim or a Catholic. You know, I don't use those labels because I'm a king before any of that. First, I'm a man, then I'm a king, you know. But I do believe in Jesus Christ. But like I said, I don't label myself a Christian. You know, I label myself a soldier of God is what I am, you know. Because I'm fighting the devil, you know what I'm saying, with that light, with that righteousness at all costs. You know, and like I told you the other day, you know what I'm saying, like I don't bow down to man because he's got authority over me. In the nation, in the streets, in the community, in the government, in society, in the joint, in prison. If I have to, I'll die any given Sunday. You know what I mean? Shit, and Friday nights too. Shit, whenever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand for what I believe in. You know, that's the difference between, like, you know, a lot of people. What I've noticed, manito, is that, you know, when you come to terms with death and you've looked death in the face, and you've survived and you've won several times, you know, it's like we all gotta die someday. You know, I'm not gonna live on my life on my knees and my hands. You know, I'd rather die on my feet. So if a brother's in the wrong, and you know what I'm saying, you making bad decisions that reflect the powers of darkness, you know, I'm gonna draw the line, and that's when you become my enemy. You know, because I will not serve two masters. You know, it's Yahweh or nowhere, and that's it.
It's like this, and then you're leading by example, and it's like this. Once you lead by example, it's going to be the intelligent brothers you're going to follow.
Yeah.
That's what we must do. That's what we were taught to do, not to be idiots, to lead by example.
That's righteous, Manito. Oh yeah, because talk is cheap. Yeah, you're right. Talk is cheap. You know, you got to walk that walk, and that's why, like nowadays, where I'm at in my city, I'll be riding solo. You know, I'll go to the gym solo. I make my moves solo. You know, because every man has to find a way to make a currency, to make an income, to provide for himself, for his family. Like all this stuff right here costs money. The cell phone, you know, this mic, this computer, like everything, you know, this light bill where I got my lights on. So we all stuck on the grind, you know what I'm saying? Anybody tuning in, you had to pay for that cell phone you're watching me on, you know what I mean? So all of us got bills to pay, homie. I ain't no different than the next man, you know? But I mean,
I've been lost.
yes. Oh man, you're not the only one. Join the crowd. Join the team. Because I mean, a lot of times, Manito say, man, like, man, I thought you had it together, Jay. Why you tripping? Why you mad? I'm like, hey, homie, I'm human just like you, homie. Shit, what the fuck you mean? You know what I mean? Like, shit, I'm just, you know, don't expect perfection out of me, man. You know, that's one thing that I will never be. So, and I'm cool with that, you know. Yeah. Right now, I was a little tired before I even jumped on here, Manito, but I'm here. What's good?
No, I said that lately, a lot of decisions I've been making, man, it's like it's putting me on the path to where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? Now,
oh, hey, hold up, man. Guess what?
What happened?
I got that brother P from Boston tuning in.
King Love, tell him,
Hey, tell him who you is.
I'm Bully.
I'm Bully. Yeah, that brother was with us too, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, I'm in the tune like this, Manito. I learned a lot in prison, and I lived many years behind, you know what I'm saying, incarcerated, locked up. But, you know, I'm a strong believer in this, bro, that I don't want my King brothers taking over no penitentiary, you know what I mean? I don't want to see any kings in there, man. Like, but I do want to see my King brothers out here doing righteous things for the community, being role models, you know what I mean? Like leaders in the community leaders. Man, step up, man. And, you know what I'm saying? You were meant for greatness. If you were king out there, man, you were born and destined for greatness. Don't get it twisted. You will never be great serving Satan, bro. So think twice next time you want to pack a gun, sell some dope, hit a lick. You will never be great king doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Straight up, homie. Follow Yahweh. There is no other way. You want greatness, you must surrender to God, bro. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, manito. You know what I'm saying? Anybody tell you other than that, they lying to you, little homie.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun trying to never come in when we was tattooing on the county shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then you throw the motor to the flat. We were so heavy.
Hey, that brother P said, not Bully, the cheesecake master. He remembers you selling them cheesecakes. I have forgot about that. You made them cheesecakes.
I showed them so they can make money, man.
That brother used to make them out of what did you use? Coffee creamer?
They used creamer or lemon and like 10 shooters, and I whipped it and then keep it all nice, and then I made my bottom with the cookies and shit, depending on how I was gonna do it. You know, either peanut butter or chocolate chips. You know how we do things. We live like kings, man.
Yeah.
Shit. It was every day, at least on the weekend, we watch nachos and shit, eat like kings, brother. Why can't we do it out here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We got so much peace and shit, and it's only like the only problem is like in the circle. You gotta wait till the junta or the Sunday. You know what I mean? The first Sunday of the month to get everything organized, man. It's like every week it's the same shit. But that's over with for us right now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Manito.
About the future, man, because our children are bigger, man, and it's like we really gotta put our heads together and do this thing right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Because I mean, I don't know no king, and for that matter, I don't know anybody. You know what I'm saying? That ain't out here trying to, you know, find a way to make, you know what I'm saying, a living. to make extra money. You know, money's a big thing in prison, and it's a big thing out here too. You know, in there we was getting them yamps like that brother P said. We was getting them stamps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hustling. Yeah.
I've been on a trip with a lot of things in my life because I go with the wind, King. It's like, to me, the directions are pointing somewhere else. You know what I mean? And if I'm not in the right spot, I'm not gonna feel right, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're gonna be miserable no matter how happy you try to be.
Yes. So basically, when you're at that crossroads, carnal, and you feel something ain't right, that's when it's time to unplug from the world, you know, and you plug in directly to the source of life, of wisdom and knowledge, you know, because you ain't gonna get no real wisdom and knowledge, you know, from a man. You gotta turn and tap into the source of life, you know.
Yeah, for me, it was like the Holy Spirit talking every
Exactly.
time.
That's what I was meaning to say.
I didn't go to no church to learn where I was in myself by myself. And
Exactly.
I turned around and nobody was there to help me out at one point. He was like, I ain't get no calls and nothing like that. I didn't mind it. I didn't get no visits and shit. Guess who was there all along?
What's that, manito? Tell him. Yeah, tell him.
That's why we live so happy in there, bro. And it's like, there's no sin because in there, it's like, the worst thing you gotta do is, you know what's up. It's like, we ain't got no lady, but shit, we're human beings, man.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna go sit there and turn punk or
Nah, hell no. We don't get down like that. Yeah, we don't mess around with no punks, and brothers already know that. That's mandatory. You know what I'm saying? We don't get down like that.
No matter what you say, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
You learn how to think of yourself. You know, it's like
Simón que sí, manito. Oh yeah, absolutely, brother.
Find the right person to live with and have a good life. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a constant struggle, manito. How long you been out?
I've been out for a minute.
How long? How many years?
So you know me, I go back because I don't want to violate. I mean, I don't want to do no probation because I'm an anti-government.
Yeah, but how many years you been out?
Like a year and some change.
Okay, and how much time did you do?
Man, I've done like about, in my life, I've done over 20-something years in the federal system.
But straight since you got out this time.
Yeah, it was just a year. I did a year last because it was a violation. And the time before that, I did 3 months and I took 4 years paper off. And then the time before that was a big one. I did like 12 and a half years, bro. That's
when me and you was together, yeah. This brother was finishing off a 12-year sentence, you know, when me and him ended up being cellies in Forest City, you know, in the medium joint. And yeah, I shared this story on another video, but I'll repeat it a little bit. I met this brother on the plane on Con Air, you know, and he hit me up. He said, "You a king?" I said, "I'm Monterrey, yeah." And he's like, "All right, I'm a king too." And we basically sat next to each other on the plane on Shackles. And we land in Arkansas. We take the bus together. And then we land in the joint, in the medium joint. And by the grace of God, they put us in the same unit, in the same dorm. And we were in separate cells, but within like a week or less, we ended up getting our own cell. Yeah. Yeah, they're like, man, they got a cell for themselves. Man, we got it in less than a week, Brody. And that cell stayed ours until we left. So we was Gucci, man. Yeah, we was straight, man. This carnal right here, he did this tattoo right here on me. I'm gonna show him that Jesus, man. He did this Jesus Christ on me in there. You know what I mean? Along with other several ones that he did, but you know. Yeah, he was always tatting somebody up, bro. Making cheesecakes. Like this dude learned how to survive those 12 years, you know. Like I give it to you, carnal. You was, you know what I'm saying? You was getting your stamps. You know, that brother was always doing something, man. Painting, he was making them paintings. I remember it used to drive me crazy, bro. You'd be having the music up till 3, 4 in the freaking morning, blasting his tunes and painting. I never said it. No, but you know why? Because I didn't want to mess up your vibe. I was like, man, let him do him, bro. So I just put it, but he didn't do it every night. But man, hey, brother, I remember that shit. Hey, but you lived comfortably. You did what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this brother's a little older than me. So when I got there, how old were you, Carnal, when I met you?
I was like 44, like,
you see?
Like 40-something.
You see, and I was 24. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had our little issues at times in the cell, but that's just part of life. You know what I mean?
How long you been out?
I've been out 9 years, Carnal. like going on 9 years, yeah, brother. And I'm still out here in the struggle. You know, I ain't rich, I ain't no millionaire or nothing like that. But I'm doing all right for myself. And you know, I'm learning along the way, you know, a lot of different things. I'm getting connected with the right people. And you know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro, it's all about finding different hobbies and habits. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day, bro. I've gotten a good hobby of working out. I go to the gym very often. I got memberships in several different places in town. I go to college, you know, I'll go shoot pool at the pool hall. I just recently started getting involved in horse racing. I got a homeboy of mine from Michoacan, El Veto. He's out here in the Springfield. I ran into him a few years ago, you know, when I was doing some hollers out here. And man, this dude right here, he's bringing me to the tracks, to the races, you know what I mean? So I'm learning a little bit about it, but I just getting my feet wet. But I like it, you know. There's it's like a different hobby, a habit, you know. They got casinos around here. I've been hitting up, you know, occasionally. So trying different things, manito. You know, I got another brother that's hooking me up with some pit bulls and some bullies, some dogs. As a matter of fact, he gets mad when I say pit bulls. They're bullies. You know what I'm saying? But I've never had any dogs like that. The only dog I ever had, bro, was a mutt that used to knock over my trash cans in the hood. That, you know, I felt sorry for it, and I just kind of like brought him into the crib, started feeding him and shit. So, you know, I was like, man, I need some different hobbies, some different habits, a different circle, you know. So you know, I volunteer at the church here through the prison ministry, and I go to the prisons and I pray over inmates. I share my testimony. Yeah, but I'm able to go in through there through the authority of the church. You know what I mean? I don't go in there on my own authority, like, you know what I'm saying? But by the grace of God and, you know, through the church, I'm able to get in there. And then, you know, everything helps a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? I haven't drank alcohol in 3 years. I haven't done drugs in about the same time. No cigarettes.
You're leading the path, man.
Yeah.
You know, so if anybody wants, man, they just follow your lead, and I'm guaranteed, man, you're going to feel a lot better, man.
I'm not even where I want to be, manito, you know what I'm saying? But I know that I will get there, and I want to bring as many brothers with me. And the ones that are higher up, I'm reaching out to them, you know? Some of them reach back and help out, others don't. But, you know what I'm saying? I believe everybody's going to fall in place in due time, you know? Because, yeah, this is just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're a nation, manito. You got to tap into the brothers, you know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual world. Oh, and here's another thing I wanted to say before we get any further, that it doesn't matter if you're in the same nation, affiliation, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Family. That will not be sufficient to mean that y'all on the same page and you know, that y'all can connect. Because, you know, I've learned this the hard way that, you know, even through my own family, that just because we're related or we're in the same nation doesn't mean we serve the same master. You know, you can't serve two masters. So if you serve in the powers of darkness and you're evil in your ways and all your ways and crooked and corrupt, and I'm following righteousness, you know, and I'm trying to live that holy life, you know, because I'm seeking real power. You know what I'm saying? Real peace, like, it doesn't get any realer than this. This is as real as it gets when you get fully enlightened. You know, this is being rich and fully complete.
I tell everybody to love like this, man. I love God more than anything else in this universe, man. And it's what keeps me sane, you know what I mean? Because people out there, they think they're so righteous and they think that they got it all, but you know what? They're not happy, man. They're living a fake life, man.
Well, here's where I was getting at. There's some brothers, even in our nation, bro, that they don't even believe in God. They worship a whole nother master, like, you know what I'm saying? But they call themselves kings. You know what I'm saying? How can you be a righteous man when you're following evil and wickedness? That's like a, you know, it's a contradiction. You cannot have both. It's one or the other. So basically, you become, you know, but in my eyes, you know what I'm saying, you're a lost king. You know, you're in the darkness and need to come to the light. You know, but that's the beautiful thing about tapping into the Brahm force, that you're able to, you know what I'm saying, draw from the source of life and come back. But you have to start with admitting your flaws and repenting, confession. You know what I mean? That's the only way you can really change is to admit when you're wrong, bro. If you're in denial and you can't even admit it, there's no hope for you, man, till you admit it.
I'm getting it together, bro, because it's like this is a big part of my life, man. And I care about myself, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, manito. Yeah, and then a lot of brothers do too, you know.
I love kids, you know what I mean? It's like they're angels, man. And it's like in my life, like one of my family and shit, like I taught them all kinds of bad things, man. I didn't teach them the right thing because I was doing my own thing, being greedy and shit. Excuse my language.
Mm-hmm.
They, you know, if I could go back, it'd be a lot different, man.
Go back in time, bro. I mean, that's something that we all wish we could do at times. You know, rewind the tape, but we can never do that. What we can do is live in the moment, you know, for today and prepare for a better tomorrow. You know, and I honestly learned a valuable lesson in segregation when I was isolated in confinement, you know, for over a year. It really taught me, you know, to pray a lot more, to be in tune with myself a lot more. You know, I had nobody to talk to or nothing like that. Yeah.
You gotta be careful because at times we tend to forget when we're doing good.
Yeah, we forget where we came from. Like, yeah, that's why it's a constant battle, brother. You got to remind yourself on a daily basis to do the right thing. And when you start slipping, you need to realize it and be like, hey, I'm falling in the darkness. You know, I need, man, and you tap into the light, brother. You see, that's what I learned over time is like to identify when I'm already headed down, like, you know, too far into the darkness. I'll reach back out to the light. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, no, like, you know, that's just part of being responsible, man. It's it's all our duty. But yeah, it was a pleasure talking to you on the phone, Juanito.
I did whatever I want, and I feel blessed by God. You know, it's like I ain't scared to be the person that I'm supposed to be because, you know,
things will fall in their place. You know what I mean? It's like when you get too ahead of yourself and you stressed and you worried and you breaking your head over this and that.
You're worried and you're confused. Something ain't right, brother.
Yeah, and don't ever be making good money and forget about, you know what I'm saying, your circle. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you always reach back and, you know, do the right thing if you would, you know what I'm saying, your immediate family, your immediate supporters. But sometimes we take, you know, the closest ones to us for granted, you know. Mm-hmm. Like the closest people to you, sometimes you'll take them crabs in the barrel, bro, just trying to get out, you know. Competition every.
So happy because I see my direction is going in a positive way. Because and for being like us so long, you really have like 8 different senses of people out here in the free world.
That's what I mean. Oh, hold on, man. Let me tell you real fast if I can do it fast. What was it, like 3 nights ago, right? I go out with this homeboy, Beto, that I was telling you from Michoacan. I'm out here in the Midnight Rodeo. It's like a little club here in town, you know, and they had Tejano night, so they're playing corridos and they're playing all this, you know, different Mexican music. And so I go in there and I'm chilling with Beto, and there's only a few of us. But then this other homeboy from Laredo that actually I just recently, he was there. So we started hanging out, you know, and we stayed here.
We're supposed to be a family, man. Shit, I can't tell. I feel you. I know you're my little brother. You know what I mean? It's like, shit, it's not like that all the time, man. We gotta find it and try to make a way where we can open our eyes and realize that even though we're not fighting, we're fucking still like brothers, bro.
Absolutely, manito. So hey, let me finish the story though. Hold up. And so we're walking across the street, right? And it's like 1, 2 in the morning, bro. And eat, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I wake up at 3 in the morning. You know, I do my burpee, I do my little workout, I pray, drink my coffee, watch my news. You know what I'm saying? I stay on point, bro. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me, you know, why I don't do that. Because the stupid shit goes on, man. People getting drunk, acting retarded, you know, thirsty over some ass. You know what I mean? And
people trying to say people doing dope. I'm trying to be Christian 1,000%. You know what I mean? You know, it's like you try to say that on me. I said, I don't do no dope, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Absolutely. I mean, I've done all kinds of stuff in the past when I was a youngster, and you know what I'm saying? But at some point you need to grow up, homie, and you know what I'm saying? figure this out here and how to make, you know what I'm saying, yourself successful and your family. You know, absolutely, carnal. Hey, brother P, if you're still out there, manito, yeah, hit before I go to bed, and you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, I like to go to bed like at 11, bro. So I gotta make this quick little run, and you can call me too, carnal. Hit me up, you know what I'm saying. I'll be up for a little bit, and yeah, thanks for calling in, carnal. You got anything you want to tell the nation before you go?
You know, we got all right, man. Come on, let's get on this, man. You know what I mean?
ADR, carnal. Hey, call me back, bro. Órale, carnal. Amor. Right. Yeah, that was the brother Bully. He's a righteous brother. I apologize, manito, if I might have kind of one of us on the yard, you know, and a lot of other manitos vouch for that. ADR, carnal. Simon. Hit me up on the telly, bro. Like whenever you get a chance, I'm finna log off this live stream here in a sec. But yeah, feel free to call me in. We could touch base. I'm gonna be doing this every Friday. But if you want to call in next Friday, we could share your story too, brother. Send a shout out to the carnales out here, you know. I'm connecting the dots nationwide, you know what I'm saying, with all the manitos. You know, I just started flooding my Facebook with a bunch of other King brothers all over the place too. So I'm just tapping into different, you know, areas, regions, you know, reaching out to the brothers on some righteousness, you know. Just trying to keep everything smooth and peaceful and legit, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no criminal activity over here on this end. So I respectfully tell all the manitos, if that's what any kind of business you got going on, you can count Jay out of it. You know, I don't roll that way. But yeah, man, ain't nothing but amor de rey to all my carnales out there. Nothing but street love to all the homies from the hometown, you know, Laredo, Texas. All my Tejanos, you know, the whole U.S., man. I got love for everybody. You know, in the feds, you get to do time with people from all over the country, bro. You know, so I know people out in Cali and Texas and Florida and NY and Illinois. You name it, I know somebody there, bro. And, you know what I'm saying, I met good people, bad people, a mixture of everything, you know what I'm saying, in these places. So I got mad respect, you know, shout out to the whole country, bro. And with all that said, I'll catch y'all next Friday. I'm out.